Hey everyone, welcome back to AndyDemos. Today I'm taking a look at the Heatseeker from Crazy Tube Circuits. It's not just another amp in a box, it actually has the Schaffer Vega wireless preamp, which is an expander, and it also just does some really miraculous things in front of a Marshall pedal. So let's take a closer look. The side effect of these analog wireless systems came from the radio's compressor expander circuit, and it soon became an integral part of his sound on stage and in the studio for years to come. The Heatseeker brings these two ingredients together in pedal form, starting with a JFET circuit running on 27 volts internally for plenty of headroom and tweakability. You get three different types of iconic voicings: a warm touch-sensitive JTM45, the more aggressive mid-pushed super lead, or the master volume saturation and smooth gain of the JMP2203. Plus, the wall of sound circuit aims to recreate just that: a wall of amps with more output, thunderous lows, and extra upper mids to widen the space. The boost enhanced section is completely independent and not only sweetens the tone with harmonics, but increases your instrument's dynamic range and gain. The output knob can also assist with a 15 decibel clean boost to push the amp section or your amp harder. Finally, Crazy Tube Circuits even thought to put a series effects loop in between these two sections, so you can lend the tone expansion circuit to the rest of your rig. The Heatseeker is hand-built in grease with great attention to detail and a careful ear. Visit crazytubecircuits.com for all the info on this legendary pairing. Before we get into that expander and boost circuit, let's just try out the three different voicings we have. We have three really classic and pivotal moments in Marshall history here with JTM, the super lead, and the 2203, or the master volume. So really just classic Marshall crunch there, and I haven't even gotten into the higher gain settings. But one thing I should mention is the Presence is really good at just adapting this pedal to various amplifiers. Going into my 65 black panel Fender Deluxe, I kind of want to keep that Presence low because it already is a very bright amp. So I found the sweet spot here about 10 or 11 o'clock. Let's try some higher gain settings and then go through those other two modes. You can really feel that extra compression and gain kick in on the JMP mode. Now, going back to super lead, we kind of have a nice foundation to add some extra boost. So let's get into that Schaffer preamp and enhancer circuit. Let's try some lower gain sounds and see how that exciter circuit can still bring out that kind of airy tone and really push it through the mix, even on a lower gain rhythm crunch tone. And I think for this example, this Tone Ranger is a perfect fit. This is the Show Pony. It has TV Jones Filtertron pickups, so I think you know where we're going with this one. If you haven't checked out these guitars, I've been kind of peppering them through my latest demos. They're very cool, high quality builds from LA, and very sustainable company as well, so do check them out. So I don't know if you can notice that, but the enhancer really just kind of feels like it's pulling on the strings in a good way. It's kind of adding some sustain and really just making those chords ring out. It sounds extra airy, especially on this lower gain JTM 45 setting. Let's try some higher gain. And remember, these are two independent effects. So you could use that preamp all by itself and just kind of use it to push an amp into overdrive. And I'm always playing my deluxe reverb about 4 on the volume, so it could really easily get into overdrive if you use that generous output level. And there's one last feature to check out on the Heatseeker, and that's the wall of sound. And this can be added to any mode or any setting you have if you're stacking with the expander or not. So let's just try a classic Plexi setup here, nice and warm and lots of mid-range, and just see how that wall of sound can just take that and make it just sound even bigger, like you're standing in front of a wall of amps. Well, there you go, the Heatseeker from Crazy Tube Circuits. Really something that just kind of makes you want to play more and hear every single nuance under your fingers, as opposed to kind of just covering it up with a lot of gain. You can find out more at crazytubecircuits.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on another Andy demo real soon.